Hey guys, welcome to Breaking Food. This video, I do want to talk about that new iPhone event, the new Apple event. So yeah, let's talk about it. So, yeah, the Apple Keynote is currently playing in the background while I have Cheetos and this whole mess behind me. But you know what? Let's talk about the iPhone for a second, the major thing, or let's talk about the Apple Watch. So if you guys haven't been following my channel, I've had 3 different Apple Watches throughout like 2021 till now. And if you guys have been following me, you guys know which ones I'm talking about. So I've used 3 versions. Currently, I'm on the 3rd Apple Watch, which is my Apple Watch Series 7. Last year, I had an Apple Watch Series 3, which apparently had crapped out on me, so I had to return it. Then I decided to buy, because Target had a deal, on the Series SE and the Series 7. So I decided to get the Series SE because it was a budget version. Decided to buy that. Then I realized I wanted a bigger, more bezel-less display, so I bought the 7 and returned the SE. So far, I do love the 7 so much because of the big display. So, the main focus on obviously the Apple Watch 8, Series 8, that I'm going to start talking about. It's really just the whole safety, and it will detect, well, I think the biggest feature on this is really the fall detection, and yeah, so that's pretty much not much. So yeah, the Apple Watch SE, I feel like it's more of an upgrade because the previous Apple Watch SE came out the same year as the Apple Watch Series 6, but used the Apple Watch Series 5 chip. This year, they're using the same chip from the Apple Watch Series 8, so it's more of an upgrade. And it is still the same price as the current pricing of the SE first generation. Now, the biggest thing about the biggest announcement with the whole Apple Watch lineup was the Apple Watch Ultra, and it's like it's like a G-Shock version of an Apple Watch, which is really durable. It's like having a G-Shock in Garmin smartwatch slash Fitbit all get together. It's like the current Apple Watch with the G-Shock, with Garmin, with Fitbit all combined together to be the best watch ever. Now, as you guys can see, the Apple Watch design for the Apple Watch Ultra doesn't look that great. It looks ugly. But in terms of durability and its usage, it's amazing. I'm not going to go over tech specs. You guys can, Google search and whatnot, and use Wikipedia. I'm not here to kind of like talk about the tech specs. A lot of YouTubers are going to be talking about it. I'm not. I'm just going to be giving my opinion. I think if you're buying an Apple Watch for more of an activity and more of durability wise, and if you really need an Apple Watch for certain activities in your daily life and at work, this is, I believe, the way to go. Now, here's the thing. There are 3, typically with Apple Watches, they always give 2 versions of it. The GPS, normal GPS one, and then the GPS Plus cellular version. Now with the GPS Plus cellular, it tends to be $100 to $200 more than the normal GPS one. So typically now with the Apple Watch Ultra, you don't have the option to buy the GPS standard only one. There's only one model, which is the cellular plus GPS, which is around $800, but Um, I guess you can buy it and not set up a cellular data with it. But yeah, but what's cool is it does have a really long battery life. Actually, like 2 days to like 2 to 5 days worth of battery life. As I understood, I might be wrong. Someone check it out. So yeah. Now this is the Apple Watch. I mean, not the Apple Watch, the AirPods Pro 2nd generation. I am currently using the first generation's microphone. The 2nd generation, I mean, there's not a lot of difference. Obviously, it's going to have a little bit better in audio, updated audio, better noise canceling and whatnot. But for me, I'm going to stick with my first generation. So, yeah. But the case has been kind of updated. I don't know if you can see the image behind me. Yeah, here you can see speakers on the AirPod Pro cases, and it's just there for to find my device. So essentially, I've kind of had issues with it, so I use the Apple tracker, the AirTag. It's really good at tracking, but a lot of these devices have built-in tracking, but the AirPods are not that great. So they updated the tracker within the AirPods, so it's better, and the speakers are just there to use the tracking. So if you need to play sound, this will do it. I don't know if I had mentioned this before. So with the normal AirPods, this support, if you have purchased AirPods more recently, they all support normal wireless charging, and I tend to use the MagSafe. So a lot of Apple products that supports wireless charging, the more recent devices support MagSafe. So MagSafe is a a normal G standard wireless charger, but with a magnet ring around it. So I can attach to this like this, and I've been using this with my iPhone and my AirPods. But now with the AirPods, you can charge it using a Apple Watch charger. So the Apple Watch does do wireless charging, but it's not the G standard. It's Apple's own proprietary wireless charging. It's G wireless charging cannot work through it because there's a sensor. So Apple had to custom build a wireless charging for the Apple Watch. So yeah, it is pretty cool. Now there's more options to use to charge this up, but one thing I would say is change the port to USB-C. Now, yeah, we can use wired connection and two versions of wireless charging. Three if you count just normal G wireless charging. So you can use the MagSafe one, the AirPods one, or normal wireless chargers. I wish that was Type C. I don't want to have to deal with different cables, to be honest. I just want to use one cable. Now, I am disappointed with the current iPhone 14 lineup. And this is one main reason. The iPhone 14 looks like the iPhone 13. I'm talking about the normal one. They didn't change the design a little bit. I think the only way you can tell is if you have a 14, 13 side by side and see the camera itself. Obviously, the 14 camera will be much bigger. But what's cool is in the past, if you wanted to get the plus size small, like a bigger display iPhone, you had to get the Pro Max, which was pretty pricey. Now, you don't have to buy the highest end iPhone just to use the bigger screen. You can buy the 14 Plus. So there's a 14, 14 Plus, 14 Pro, and 14 Pro Max. Yeah, which is pretty cool. One thing that does suck is it does use the A15 Bionic chip, which is legit the chip from last year's iPhone 13 lineup. But the Bionic chip is on the 13 Pro and Pro Max. It's really disappointing. So the no more iPhone both the iPhones will start at 128. The starting price for the iPhone 14 is $799, while the iPhone 14 Plus will be $899. So yeah, and they're both 128 gigabyte. And this is the new 14 Pro and Pro Max. They updated the design up front, so it is kind of in a sense a notch, but it's now detached from the body of the device to the kind of top center of the screen. So yeah, to be honest, I really don't care about the notch. It does look stunning, so yeah. Obviously, you can do things with the top part, so they did add cool features like these, which is pretty cool. And then this feature on top, which is honestly not that bad. And it's pretty interesting. So Apple added a 48 megapixel main camera to the iPhone. So the sensor itself is 48 megapixels, and it's on the main camera. It has apparently a quad pixel sensor, 1.78 aperture, 24 millimeter focal length, and it's a second generation sensor shift OIS, which is pretty interesting. And this is coming from my guy who is a photographer. So I currently use, as you guys can see, a Sony Alpha A72. Now I'm a college student, so I'm on a budget. So the issue comes down to is I can't be carrying this. This cannot fit in my pocket. It's really chunky, and then I can't afford another camera because it's pretty pricey. I can't buy a really good high-end one. iPhones and smartphone cameras have amazing cameras. It's been amazing. Each generation they make the camera even better, to the point that if you're a beginner photographer and you need to take a quick photo, your smartphone is the way to go. Honestly, it's amazing how this can take pictures. I've taken a couple of pictures on this phone. You guys can check out my Instagram. If you guys check, my Instagram is Hey It's Custom. It's in the bio, but I've taken some pictures using the 12 Pro Max, and it looks stunning. So yeah. Now, what do I think about all of this? Is it worth? Do I think upgrading to the Apple Watch Series 8 is worth the purchase? I would say just get the SE if you want any Apple Watch. If you want the Apple Watch Ultra, just go get a Garmin or, honestly, Fitbit. That will be much better. AirPods, legit, like, these first generations are still good, so yeah. iPhones, don't purchase the iPhone 13, the 14 and the 14 Plus. Well, unless if you want the normal, bigger display. Also, I would rather go get a refurbished or used or brand new 13 Pro Max or 13 Pro. They're right now on a deal at the moment. I'm pretty sure at every store. So I would suggest buying those right now before all the sources continue. I'm telling you this at the moment of recording. It is Thursday, September 8th. So I'm pretty sure around this time there's deals going on. They're still selling it, except for Apple. They're selling the iPhone 13 and 13 mini. Go for that because they have the same chipset as the 14 Plus. But I think the 13 Pro Max would be a better purchase if you can find one at a store right now, because you get 3 cameras, and I'm pretty sure it's now for the same price as the 14 Plus. So, and they're trying to get rid of it, right? Because they want to clear inventory for the new iPhone 14s. So get the 13 Pro Max use or something. Now, if you need to upgrade to an iPhone this year, I would say go for the 14 Pro or Pro Max, just because they do have the newer chip, the A16 chip, and on top of that, you get the 48 megapixel camera. I would suggest buying an iPhone 13, or waiting for the iPhone 15 for that matter, because there are rumors, and it's it could be confirmed 100% that the new iPhone 15 will have USB-C, and obviously will have better camera. So I'll wait for the iPhone 14 or get the 13, honestly. That is it. Thank you for watching this video. Click the subscribe button, give this a thumbs up, share this video with everyone else, and comment down below if you're getting the new iPhone 14, any of the new iPhone 14 or the new AirPod Pros, or any of the new Apple Watches. Let me know, or just let me know if you're keeping your current phone at the moment and don't want to upgrade. It's up to you. Just let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, and let's get this channel up to 100 subscribers by the end of this year. If not, maybe like around March of next year. So yeah, thank you, and stay safe. I forgot one more thing. And it's, I think, the biggest thing about not purchasing a new iPhone, I think, also not purchasing other models of the iPhone, and it's that they decide to remove the SIM card slot from this device. So you're only going to be using eSIM on this device, which plays a major factor for anyone who's buying an iPhone 14. So yeah, I had to go and add this portion. It's really important because you won't be able to put a physical SIM. So meaning anytime you go to another country or you go to a different device from an iPhone 14 to another one, yeah, you might want to talk to your carrier about putting an eSIM into your device. So yeah.